I was telling Linda, I went through it probably about 10 different times, like, oh, this way, no, this way. And I want you just so whatever you're coming in with today, just kind of, I don't know if you guys ever like shake it off. Like my best friend in life for 10 years was a service dog, and he shook it off every time we went anywhere because he was nervous or things were happening. But sometimes we just come with stuff into things. And I want you just to shake everything off from today. It might be Monday. But as somebody asked me today, how's your day going? I said, I'm putting a fire out that I created. We just have those days where things are happening. And this session is intentional on what I'm going to share. It may make you uncomfortable. I'm just going to prepare you. It may make you uncomfortable, some of the things we're going to talk about, but I hope that that uncomfortableness will be what pushes you forward, not holds you back. And you'll see why I say that here in a little bit. So, let's get started. Let me see if I can get this thing to go to the next one. Oh, Lordy. Here we go. Okay. We need to start with the path. And the path starts actually where you started. So I'm going to be watching the chat because this is really powerful. Of us going through this together, one thing I don't want you to do is to take pictures of my pretty slides and go home later and go, well, that was really good. I should probably do that. And then nothing happens. What I want you to do is actively be with me in this as much as you can. And for all the note takers, you'll have to watch this back. But those that are here with me today, why did you start your business or join the organization you love? Because some of you might be joining today that don't have your own business, and that's okay. Everything I'm going to talk about today will actually still apply to you and your journey. So why did you start your business? And thank you for letting us know if you are doing something that is dangerous to be typing in the chat. Please do not type in the chat if you're driving. Okay, I'm going to wait for a few of you. Just be thinking, why did you start your business or join the organization you're with? Your path starts here. If you cannot answer this question, the rest of my time with you will be very tough because we have to start here. Okay. Ooh, Cheryl, that's a cool one. So my resume will retire with me. Awesome. Yeah, live where I choose, when I want, and with whom I want. Yeah. So some of these things start coming up. Keep sharing. Why did you start your business? Creative passion, ooh, independent career, allow. Oh, now you guys are going so fast, I'm not going to be able to catch up. Oh yeah, keep them coming. Keep them coming. I want you to really think about that. There's one, freedom. That one's a bold one. Freedom. Well, I'm going to go to the next page as you start filling that in for me. What? So first you have to know, why did I start my business, right? I chose it and I'll choose freedom, right? Freedom. But there are a few types of freedoms. Thank you for Krita for sharing that one. You actually kicked us off into the next one. What does independence mean? So you started your business, and most of you might have started it to make, an impact. You might have done it to, make more money, create your own schedule, spend time with family, travel more. There could have been so many different things. And if you look at all the reasons that you started your business, we start to look at, well, if I started my business for these reasons, and now I'm starting to do things that I'm like, wait, I'm spending 80 hours in my week, or I'm doing this, or I'm not spending time with my family. We start to get into this path that now is not fitting to the reason we started our business. And now we're looking for independence. And if we don't get that independence, now it feels like, guess what? We're trapped and we're in a job. And that, as most of us are free birds, it is not fun to be in a place where you feel like you've got to show up every day and you don't want to be there because it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. So I want to just shake all that out and let us kind of go into this. So what does that mean? So on this next question, what I would like you to answer is, what does freedom mean to you? What does freedom, that independence, mean to you? Because this will be part of what we do. Because I could give you a whole bunch of things you could do for your business to make it exit ready, to make it independence. But if you don't buy into the reason of why you're doing this, the why you got into the business, what is independence for you, you're probably not going to take action, because it has to be important enough to you for you to move that dial forward, for it to be like something I want to do. Even though everybody's saying it, you may have a different path. So what is independence? Anybody put it in there? All these freedoms are important. Hey, Kathy. Yeah. Give me choice on how I live. Yes. So what freedom, what does independence look like for you? Is it family? Is it travel? This is important because you're a part of this journey with me today. And if you don't have an answer here, we might be stuck also on this one. Okay. All right. We got some more coming through family, travel. And if you're thinking about this, well, what does, you're like pondering. I'm like one of those in the presentations and somebody asks, I'm like, I need more time. Well, I know I'm pushing you a little bit, but most of you already do know what you want and you already know what you're looking for. We sat with a business owner just recently and my heart broke because he'd been in business for 20 years. And he's like, I just want to spend more time with my family. I want to do more things. I worked really hard to get where I'm at, and this is where I'm at. I want to be able to leave, but to make the money that I make, I've got to stay. And it was just heart-wrenching. That's not the independent free journey we had signed up for potentially in our business. Okay. So we need to find alignment. Even if I know where I started and I already now know my independence. What do I want in my business? I want time freedom. I want financial freedom. I don't want to worry about money. I want to make good money and have my time. I want a little bit of all of it. I want to not have to worry about the mental things that have to go on. But I also need to find the alignment in this. As you build your path to independence, it's crucial to test what you're going to do. And I'll show you this in an easy to follow process. But if you don't test it, that your alignment to your vision or your future readiness, the things you are putting into place, then you may be spinning wheels that aren't necessary and your time. And time becomes very important. And your financial goals. And we're going to talk about this, but just keep this in mind. Keep that alignment in mind for does this make sense for my independence, for my business? This business needs to work for you, right? Not you work for it. It needs to work for you. So how do I get it to work for me? All right. So the pathway to independence, and I call this the accountability anchor. I'm not giving you the details of it because we're going to walk through it, but we're going to define the independence we want. If it's time freedom, I want to take a vacation, or it's mental freedom, I want to let go of some of the things I'm doing in my business because it's just a lot. I need to delegate that out, or I want to spend, I want to stop my work at 6 p.m. What is that going to take me to get that independence? What am I going to need to do, or what does somebody else need to do for me to have that? Right? If it's financial freedom, I'm looking to set myself up for an exit, or I'm looking to at least, have X amount of income. What is that going to take? What are those steps? Call it out. We got to call out what is happening really in our world to make us stop what we want, because sometimes what we want is not happening because other things are happening. I'm going to get there in a second. Flip it is when we take action. We have to choose it and test it, own it, and repeat it. I'm just giving you the process for all of those of you that just tell me how it works, and then we walk through it. This is for you. I'm the type A that is like that. Please tell me what you're trying to tell me, and then let's walk through it. Okay. All right. I'm going to pose this. Have you guys, maybe I should ask this first. What's the difference between a challenge and an excuse? Hopefully you guys aren't super readers and just read that, but what's the difference between a challenge and an excuse? Challenge and an excuse. And talking about excuses, part of this journey and this session actually today is actually very personal to me. We get a lot done, but I have excuses for things that I don't do, which also lead to my independence not happening the way I would like it to happen at times, because I have certain things I have said. So the difference between a challenge and excuse. Here we got some coming through. One you receive is when you give. A challenge is what you want to embrace. Excuse is what you want to avoid. Challenge is real, and excuse is only in your head. Ooh, you guys are really good. You guys chat GPT in this while I'm talking. I was kidding. You guys know this, right? You know it. You are a part of this. You know it. So this is what I came up with, a challenge. A challenge is a real external obstacle. It actually exists. Something that genuinely needs some creativity or something for you to actually take action on. It means I don't have a second in command. That's something I can do, right? I can actually take action on that because it is a challenge, right? What do I need to do to solve it? The excuses, though, can come and sound like challenges. They are very tricky. Don't let them get you, because they come and they will sometimes just be it's layered. I make an excuse that leads to procrastination, but sometimes it's hidden by that. It's not, it's rooted in fear, or maybe it's because it's going to make me uncomfortable if I do this, right? Or it's an avoidance. Somebody put that in there. It's an avoidance. So it may sound really valid, but when we actually look at it, it's just stopping us from moving forward. Think of sitting in the car where it's not driving with your seatbelt on. That's an excuse. It is like you want to go somewhere, but you're not going anywhere at all. This is a scary place to be for independence. And the reason I'm going this route with this presentation is because, unfortunately, this is what stops a lot of business owners, small business owners, from moving things forward and being independent in your own company. So why does it matter? Before we get into the details, why does it matter? I want to actually read these. I hate it when things are read on a slide, but I'm going to be reading a little bit today because it's just so good. And I want to make sure you hear it, you see it, you feel it, all of it. Independence isn't about escaping what you hate. It is about creating the space for what you truly love. I want you to see independence as a way for you to not, it's if you're in your business and you chose to be there, right? Remember, you chose to be there. You are now maybe not independent. The independent isn't going to take away the things you hate. You still may have to do some of them, but it's just what you truly love. What do you love? It's not escaping it. It's just doing what you love. Most effective way to predict your future is to actively create it. I'm big on this. We have to create what we want. We could talk about it all day. We can create all the plans. It's like creating a marketing plan at the beginning of the year. It's perfect. And then you put it in your Google Drive. And then we go back to what we were doing. We have to actively be in the process. You know this. I'm talking to the choir. But unfortunately, sometimes these things, it is good to hear again. What happens for your exit? For your exit, leaders who spend most of their time in their strengths are 2.3 more times engaged and drive 20% higher team performance. Would you like to have 20% higher team performance in your company? That would be great, right? Businesses who operate without their owners are worth 20 to 40 more percent at sale. This independence, creating independence in your business, meaning you're doing what you love. Isn't that great? You're making good money doing it. You're able to delegate those things out to others. It doesn't have to be a team if you are not hiring internally. It could be 1099s. It could be all kinds of specialists. It could be whatever you don't want to do. You're not doing it. Now look what happens. You're more sellable just by this one really important aspect of your business. We're not talking profits. We're not talking about it. Just independence. Your business can run without you. Wouldn't it be nice if you showed up tomorrow and your whole business ran without you? What would your day look like? What would it actually look like? What would you do if they walked in and said, hey Amanda, how you doing today? Glad you're here. Right? You didn't have to do that. Everybody and most business owners are locked in the operations. But what if you were just there and you were just a value add doing what you love? Okay, last one. Companies with decentralized leadership, that means leadership across, will grow 30% faster. So if you're able to get a second in command and even move that leadership across, maybe to a few different people, think about what's possible not only for your present company, but for your exit. All right, so I want you to meet Jane, because Jane's going to help us understand this concept a little bit more. Jane's a 40-year-old, and I want you to help me to help Jane. She's a 40-year-old marketing agency owner in Atlanta, Georgia. She's been in business for 10 years, and she's making good money. And she's paying herself good money. She's actually just the heart of her company. She loves what she does, and she loves those who she works with. And she's proud of everything they deliver. So proud that everything has to pass her desk before it goes out. Now, here's the thing. Jane is the brand. Because she touches everything and because everything goes through her, it's her. And burnout is starting to set in. She had said when she started this business, I want to enjoy life and I want to make good money doing it. But just to tell you, between us and Jane, or you and me, Jane on the side, she's really getting tired and she would like to have a different way. She would like to be able to take that vacation she's been eyeing for the last 3 years, but doesn't have the time to step away because even on any vacation she takes, she's being emailed and called. There's not a real breakaway. Now, she's enjoying life. while making good money. But is she really enjoying it? Is she doing what she loves? Yes. So I want you to think about Jane and what she can do. So defining your independence. I want you to think about what you want to define as your independence. We talked about this, but if you were to choose right now, based on what you said, what you like, why you got in the business, what is happening in terms of like what you think independence is, I want you to define it and choose it. So if you were to choose one of these three right now for yourself, which would you choose? Which would you choose for yourself? And Jane, based on Jane's decision, I think because she said she wanted to go on vacation, she wants them to not have to worry about the everyday grind. It's a mix of time freedom and mental freedom. Right now, she's making good money. That's not really her concern. And she's not even planning for an exit right now. But that time freedom is worth, and that mental freedom is worth it. So put in the chat, what kind of freedom, if you could choose just one today, what would you want it to be? Okay, we got some coming through. Financial freedom. Yeah. Time freedom, financial, because we're going to work on this. We're actually going to create a path for you, just like we're going to create a path for Jane. You get to walk away with what you can do to actually create independence and freedom, peace of mind. Isn't that beautiful in one session? You're going to be able to do it. You're going to have to take some action afterwards, but you're going to be able to at least create that so you can do that for yourself. And mental freedom, yeah, reduce the stress. If you guys are the mental overload being the pillar of everything, that might be just something that would be really helpful and create independence for you and your business. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, we're going to call it out. Remember we had those steps? If anybody remembers them, call it out was a step that is after we define our independence, and we're going to call it out. These are some things that Jane's saying to herself, right? She has a hero syndrome. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but believing that only she can perform certain tasks, which is great because she's really good at what she does, and she started her business, and she's the reason this thing is really rocking. But she also has a really powerful team. But this hero syndrome is also fear of delegating. And that fear is holding her back because everything has to cross her desk. And if everything has to cross her desk, she doesn't have the freedom to go and do what she wants or maybe what she loves at times. Lack of scalable systems, she already knows it. She's not operating with the documentation or the clear flow, especially of what she does. If you have heard me speak before or anybody else that says document everything, don't forget to document what you do. It's the most important role at this point, could be what you're doing every single day. And if it is not documented, somebody can't sit in your seat to fly the plane when you're not there. So don't forget to document your role. All right, Keith, we have two more to call it out with Jane. We've got the fear of delegation. That was the first one, the hero syndrome, but she also is trapped in this and prevents her from letting her company actually thrive. You saw that 30% of the business could grow just by decentralizing that leadership. She could do this. She's got a team. She actually has a small team, but that fear, that excuse that I need to do it, I need to oversee it, I don't know if they could do it. That fear is holding her and her team back. Also, from growing, that financial freedom could be limited just by that one fear. And the golden cage, which also all kind of plays in together, right? That achieving that financial success, but realizing it comes at a cost. Time and mental freedom, working too many hours. I am guilty. I'm in this with you. I talk to myself as I talk to you as I share this. Okay, call it out. So, what I want you to do is what challenges are you facing? That's Jane. That's what she's dealing with. And you could maybe connect with her on some level. But what are you doing? And I do call these excuses. You could have actual challenges that you have to address. But for the excuses, I can't trust anyone else. I don't know if this, just tell me, does any of these ring a bell? I can't trust anyone else with my business. I'm the only one who understands our clients. It takes too much time to train somebody else. I've said that one. I enjoy being involved in every detail, right? If I step away, quality will suffer. I don't have enough time. I've heard this one in many different avenues. I don't have enough time to do that. I don't have enough time. My team isn't ready for more responsibility. I'm afraid of losing control or making mistakes. I'm worried about what I'll do with my time. if I'm not doing everything, right? I got into this to work, right? It's too late to change how I operate. Ooh, right? Let that one just sink in. I want you to call it out. So you put in the chat a freedom that you wanted. It was either mental, financial, or time freedom. I would encourage you, you don't have to put this in the chat, but for yourself, what is something that's holding you back from having that happen? Anything. If it's financial freedom, what is holding you back from that financial freedom? You don't have to put this in the chat. This could be personal and you don't want to share with the group. Please do not put it. If you're okay sharing, go ahead. But this is personal to you. What is it in that freedom that you want that's coming up? It could be a challenge, it could be an excuse, and it's okay. Don't beat yourself up for any excuses you have right now today. Today is about stating it, calling it out as it is, and moving us forward. Because if you don't call it out, we can't make it an action. If we don't call it out, we can't make it something we can use because it's there and it's going to keep repeating in your head, even if you don't call it out. So it's better just to write it down. So what is one thing based on what you want to create that is holding you back or that is just something there for that's not happening because this is there? Does that make sense? So for Jane, right, I'm going to show you how we flip this. For Jane, she said from hero, right, the hero syndrome, I got to do it all because it's really important, to empowering her team. So we flip it, right? She said, I can't delegate this stuff. I see everything. I've got to walk through it all. So delegating. So what she can do as a flip it action is delegate critical tasks to her leadership team. She doesn't have to have everything pass through her. She could train somebody else and they could do it for her. From lack of systems to a systemized operations, right? She said, I don't have a lack of, my operations aren't working. I can't do that because I don't have any operations. Well, document the processes. Is that going to be one action? Probably not, but just make one action you'll do. Please don't make a whole list of things because when we do that, it's overwhelming and we usually don't move it forward. So think about this. If you have anything that's operational based, what is the next step that you could take that is the action, whatever excuse or cause or challenge you're facing? What is the flip of that I could make it an action? Fear delegation, invest in team development. She could do that. That might be more than one action, but what could she do next? What could she do next? From golden cage, refine the success to prioritize personal time. So strategically invest in resources that liberate her from the daily grind. That might be a few different actions, but that is at least something she could put down. And then what do I do next? So flip it. Jane flipped it. How are you going to flip that same thing you wrote to an action? Whatever you had for time, mental, financial, what was the reason it's not happening? Flip it and make it an action. And I'm going to pause here. Are you guys following me? Yeah. Do you guys have things written down? Okay. Okay. You never know how these things deliver. Okay, so this is for you. Flip it. Flip it. Financial freedom, mental freedom, time freedom. This is for you to fill out yourself. If you've already done this, give me a thumbs up so I know. Thumbs up if so I know you're good to go to the next step. If I see some coming through, good. You've taken your independence, whatever you wanted, whatever's coming up, whatever you called out for yourself, and you flipped it and you made it an action. Okay, we got one yes. Ooh. I'm challenging you guys today. I hope it's doing good work. All right, we're gonna choose a path. So for Jane, she talked about time and she talked about mental freedom. What do you want Jane to do? She started her business because she wanted to enjoy it. So tell me in the chat, what would you like Jane to do? Would you like her to focus on which path? Because right now we created a whole bunch of things, but she only has time right now for one because we don't want to get overwhelmed. We want to make sure she actually goes through and completes it. I'm showing you all of them, but choosing one is really powerful because you'll actually get it through the finish line. So for Jane, she had a few of these. Which one would you like her to choose? The time freedom, the mental freedom, or the financial? She didn't talk about financial in hers. What do you think Jane should pick? Ooh. Okay, we got both of them coming in. Time. Yep. All right. And this is why I'm doing it this way because you guys are all going to choose something different. For your business, for your independence, you all are going to choose something different. If I came in here and said you had to do X, Y, and Z, you'd be like, that's not my X, Y, and Z. That doesn't mean anything to me. I want this to be so powerful that you want to do it because you want to do it because that's going to give you your independence and you're going to feel free to go do what you want and love in your own company. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, so for Jane, though, she doesn't get a choice. We're choosing for her. She gets time. Um, so in this one, if we went down to the time function, so one of the things was her time was sucked up by reviewing everything. So we'll choose number one, path one. Think about these as paths. You could actually create 1, 2, 3, 4 paths if you wanted to, and you're going to choose one path to walk down. That's why it says choose your pathway to independence. You may end up doing all 4 paths. You may do 3 paths. You might do time, money, financial freedom, and mental freedom, but you might not do them at the same time. That's what I want to give you the freedom in being able to follow this process is that it is on your time, and it's also could be at any order you want, and it's for you and what will make the most impact for your independence in your own business so you are doing what you love. So number one, if we chose time, I won't go through all these. There's oh yeah, in 90 days. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't put a timeline. You have to put a timeline on this. So once you choose your action, it has to be followed by an own it, which means you put a time to it. So for her, reduce Jane's oversight, she's going to identify and train a lead strategist for 2 key accounts in 90 days. 90 days from now, if that's not done, then she has that time frame. But if that's not done, she didn't achieve what she wanted to, and she'll have to reassess, is this worth her time, and then do it again. But at least she's got a marker. And guess what? She's probably going to hit that 90 days because 2 accounts is workable in 90 days. Please don't make your action items and your date so unreasonable that you're like, see, I just can't do it. She said I could do it, but I didn't do it. And now that becomes an excuse of like, I just can't do these things that are like for independence. It's just not for me. Then that gets in your head and we start going in that self-doubt and all this stuff that happens here, which is usually the most tough part of our business is all here. It's not actually dealing with clients and dealing with all that. If you are struggling in any area of your business, sometimes it is just what's in our head. So here I want to free this of you and set a timeline so you will actually commit to it. And then if you want to take it one step further, tell somebody else so you can keep accountable to them. This is all about being accountable to somebody. It could be your coach, it could be your spouse, it could be your kid, it could be a friend, it could be a teammate, whoever you want to keep keep this accountability with, you choose. It's up to you, right? Now, this is for you. Own it. So I want you to choose your path. Financial freedom, mental freedom, time freedom. Choose one, choose your action, and the last step is choose your due date. When do you want to get this thing that you just said you wanted to get done for your independence complete? Just that one. Doesn't have to be all of them, just the one. Okay? Give you a minute. But don't put it too far out there. Don't be like, in 3 years from now, choose something that you can act on in the next, 90 days, 6 months, something that you can actually achieve, and then you get to cheer yourself on because you did it. And now you have independence. You don't want independence in 3 years from now. You want independence now. You can have it now, but it's going to take just a little bit of work. Okay. Okay. The power of accountability. I referenced it, but really the power of accountability, it helps us to have an unwavering commitment to keep to our own things that we said we want to do. It's not for the other person and to feel bad or any of those things. It's no excuses for our future. It's really saying it and even being accountable to ourselves, which we are all capable of doing, right? But sometimes it does help us to share with somebody else. Okay. All right. We reference, Linda helped me reference this, the cost of waiting. If you wait on actions like this, it can cost you way more than you ever want just by taking action today. So if you're looking at your business and you're looking at your action, if it has a cost tied to it, think about what would happen if you didn't do it. What would that cost you later? I don't know if you guys have ever heard if I wanted to create my own website, and I've never built a website my whole entire life, and I took 20 hours trying to figure out how to do it and build it and put it out there, and was okay, satisfied with it. Was it worth my time? Well, if my time was worth $200 an hour and I put 20 hours into it, would I pay somebody else $40,000 or whatever that number is to go build my website? No, I probably should have hired somebody else. So I want you to keep this same thought in mind. If what I'm not doing is costing me money, but it's only going to cost me money now, then is it worth it? We have to test, is this worth it? And then move forward. If it costs us more to wait, then we have to really weigh the option and own it. If you choose not to do it, you own it. That means I may not be independent until I do this. And I own that. And then you are at least in confidence that you owned it, that you chose it, and that you are just going to work through it however best way you can. But the cost of waiting can have financial impacts. So missed revenue. It could have anything from, devaluing your business. Operationally, it could just slow you down. Talent attrition, erosion of client trust. You could have personal things like owner burnout. You could be burning out. You could be stressed out. And if you just got that assistant that you've been talking about for the last 2 years, it would really help. Right? Just get the assistant. That would really help. Right? It's whatever for you, though, that is going to get you to feel like, wow, I'm loving what I do and I'm able to delegate. My company becomes more valuable. And on the financial side, I'm just going to toss it in there. Some of the financial strategies, what I hear most is, I wish I would have known. My accountant didn't tell me. I didn't know I could do anything like that as a small business owner, especially a solo business owner. There are a lot of strategies out there that could be giving you financial freedom to walk away to your next adventure in peace. That financial freedom section, there's a lot of tools, just like in the mental and just like in the time. There are a lot of tools and resources and specialists that can help you, but it's just putting it on your list of importance. To get that independence, I need to know, what can I do? And if I'm not able to find it with this route, what else can I do? Until you find what you can do that can help you walk away. Even if you never sold your business, most of you, if you have profit in your business, you could be, the cost of waiting could be 500,000 to 3 million if you had 10 years left in your business. Is that worth waiting to have a conversation? It could be worth a lot, right? So I want to just, hopefully this is hitting home. This is the steps we walk through. Build your pathway to independence. And of course, the build had to be on the side. Gotta love technology and designing. 10 times and it's still got a mistake. All right, my excuse. Define it, call it out, flip it, choose it, and test it. I didn't really talk about that, but test the action you're taking, that it's worth your time. If it is not giving you independence, is what the original goal was, then don't do it. If it's going to bring you independence, then do it. Okay, own it, set a date, and repeat it, because you're going to need to repeat it, because you may not get independence by the first go. All right, I'm going to stop here. If you want to continue your pathway to independence, yes, you can work with me. You can work with your coach. You can work on your own. You could do all this. Just do the action at some level, some way, somewhere, somehow. Don't let this one sit and just be dust, software dust, as I like to call it, software dust. Go ahead and keep this one active. Keep it moving. Keep doing these things until you are independent, because guess what? This is going to build your own exit. If you don't have to be in your business, they say that burnout, right, will lead to resentment. And then it feels like it isn't an escape. You can't escape it. And when you can't escape it, now we are trapped. We don't want you trapped in your own, right? We don't want to be trapped in our own businesses, because we didn't give ourselves the pathway to walk into independence. And each one of you can be independent in your business. Each one of you. It is not impossible, even if you have all the reasons and excuses. And I like to say I'm the queen of excuses. I could give you an excuse if you wanted one. But if you look at that, I just want to encourage you that you have this ability in your business to have the independence you desire. That's why you did it. Okay, I'm going to let it go. If you want to stop it, we jump in for